Welcome to your celebration. Introducing the class of 2020.
For the rest of your life, every time you look at your certificate, you won't see a piece of paper.
You'll see a reminder of everything you achieved during your time at BU.
This is not a piece of paper. This is so much more.
This is 4 years of my life.
This is 1 year of my life.
This is absolute, unwavering focus.
This is sleepless nights before arrivals week.
This is awkward conversations with total strangers.
This is the amazing friends they became.
This is the nerves I felt starting my placement year.
This is the confidence I felt once it was done.
This is late nights in the library.
This is early morning runs on the beach.
This is big nights out and long nights in.
This is spending hours on an assignment.
This is binning it the night before and starting again.
This is passing it anyway.
This is color-coded revision timetables.
This is the black and white of discipline.
This is everything I learned on the units I passed.
This is everything I learned on the exam that I failed.
This is juggling my research and my job.
This is overcoming disappointment.
This is beating adversity.
This is resubmitting.
This is never giving up.
This is redemption.
This is knowing that I can do this and I will do this.
This is not being able to go home and see my family.
This is no summer ball.
This is no end of year night out.
This is not saying goodbye in person.
This is not shaking my lecturer's hand.
This is not hugging my classmates.
This is us celebrating online when we should have been celebrating together.
This is every Am I on You in a Zoom seminar.
This is the bedroom that became a lecture theatre.
This is the class WhatsApp banter group that became a class WhatsApp support group.
This is two fingers to COVID-19.
This is knowing that if I can succeed here, in these circumstances, then I can succeed anywhere, in any circumstances.
This is not a piece of paper.
This is so much more.
Introducing Professor John Vinney, Vice-Chancellor of Bournemouth University.
Thank you to the 40 graduates who helped to make that brilliant film, and welcome to your graduate celebration event. As your Vice-Chancellor, I am delighted to be able to join you live today, and it is fantastic to see so many of you here. This is an opportunity for us to celebrate with you while we wait for a time when we can get together in person. The motto of this university is Discere mutari est, which means to learn is to change. And you have learned and changed so much over the course of your time at BU, and of course we have learned from you. Our vision for BU is based on the fusion of education, research and professional practice, making what you have learned relevant and equipping you for the future. And life at university is about so much more than studying. The other activities you took part in were also opportunities to grow and develop and to make friends you will stay in touch with, I'm sure, for the rest of your lives. Events of the last year have demonstrated to everyone the importance and value of your disciplines and the opportunities for the future as we change our habits and how we access and value media and entertainment. I also want to acknowledge on behalf of BU and our wider community the contribution made by our students and staff who have supported our communities at BU locally, nationally and globally during your time with us through working and volunteering, supporting the public sector and charities and helping neighbours and colleagues. Thank you for everything that you've done. Your journey from now will require you to continually learn, change and adapt, and it will not be easy, but you have already demonstrated that you're up for a challenge, and each one of you has demonstrated true commitment and resilience. You can be proud of everything that you've achieved, as we are extremely proud of you. And alongside your academic achievements, these skills will be the launchpad for the next steps on your amazing journey. Education is about changing lives, our own lives and the lives of those around us. It helps us to leave the world a better place than we found it. And I know you will all make a difference in whatever you choose to do next. So congratulations to each and every one of you. And now it's time to celebrate.
Introducing Jonathan Goode, Head of Alumni Relations at Bournemouth University.
Okay, well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this event. It's my honour to introduce our guest speaker for today, Francis Annan. Francis graduated from the BA Honours Television Production course at BU in 2006 and has since gone on to forge a successful career in TV and film. Francis is a film director and writer who began his career at the BBC 16 years ago. He has won awards for his work, for his short films, and has directed drama for BBC One. 2020 saw the release of Francis' directorial debut on the international big screen with the political thriller Escape from Pretoria, starring Daniel Radcliffe, which has been well received by audiences and critics alike. And we're very grateful that despite his busy schedule, Francis regularly returns to BU to talk to students from our media production department and continues to be a real source of inspiration for students looking to forge a career in the industry. And last year we were delighted to award Francis one of our Alumni of the Year awards as well. So Francis, welcome and thanks for being with us today.
Okay, thanks. Thanks for having me.
So really just interested in hearing a little bit about your career, particularly in light of kind of where our new graduates are at as they start out on their careers. Any reflections from those early days of your own career or kind of pieces of advice that you can pass on to those who are about to start out in the media industry?
I mean, the industry is changing quite a bit, but the way, the sort of alchemistic way that you sort of get in is still kind of pretty much the same, especially in our industries, animation and things like camera operating and directing and sort of media and film and the arts. it's not going to be, an article in the Guardian. It's going to be connections. It's going to be a lot of individual activity, personal activity to sort of put yourself in the right place. So that was one of the things that I think I learned. And I remember our lecturers always telling us, they put up little clips of, horror stories of, someone who had come from a certain university, not Bournemouth University, and, expected to be the editor of this TV show, fresh out of uni. And they would always tell us, no. There's a fully working sort of operating industry, which was going before you were alive. You're going to plug into it. You're going to keep your mouth shut. You're going to learn, but you are going to be on the ball, and you're going to be ready that if someone says, oh, can you take this tape and do this? Or can you edit that? Or could you maybe just open this application? You're on it and you can nail it. And so I always remember at that point, Andrew Ireland or whoever our head of year was, always telling us, be ready, but keep quiet. And remember that you're in a bigger thing. All you want to do is be there and be ready and get ready. And when your moment is there to shine, you take it. And so whether it's something conventional, like say on a film set, you'd be a runner, production runner, or a post-production runner in an edit suite, or whether, if it's animation, you might be doing sort of very basic sort of painting work, or just very, very simple work, nothing sort of, no great animation at the start. Whatever it is, it's that tension between being a badass and knowing as much as you can know about a certain technical or artistic discipline as possible, but also respecting that people know more than you, and the industry wasn't moving before you were there, and therefore you're just trying to get into a space and then wait, learn, and if someone calls upon you, you can act. So I did that. I think my third or fourth job on a film set for BBC Three. It was a BBC Three comedy called Massive. I was effectively a camera trainee, basically, and they had me shooting second unit with my own gaffer and taking the crew, and I was operating the camera and saying where the lights went, and I was basically directing a small piece while the crew went on to the next thing. Now, this is BBC Three. It's a couple of years after having graduated. And so I had managed to be respectful and know my place, but also show enough aptitude that this guy seems to, what the flip, like he seems to know everything. So give him a chance. And I grabbed it. And you'll find those opportunities as well. I think it's a good opportunity to just be ready and grab them when they are presented to you.
That's great. That's good advice. And from what you're saying, it sounds as though, for you, and I'm sure for those with us today, they are coming to that point in their career with a host of skills and knowledge that they'll have developed through their degree. But that's just the start, really. And I'm sure it's the case for you, Francis, as for all of us, that you're always learning and there was always more to learn. So I guess a lot of it is about that mindset of being open and receptive to there being more to learn and how you can kind of grow into the roles.
Yeah, I think so. If you were, I don't know, you were working on a bus when they had the old sort of route master buses, and maybe you were a ticket clerk, well, you need to know that they're getting rid of those. I'm going to be a ticket clerk on a bus anymore. They don't need two people on the bus. They can have one bus with one driver. So I need to know that in a couple of years, I probably need to swat up and probably become a bus driver, to keep earning. And so there's constant adaptation, and whether that's because of things like technology advancing, or whether it's just because artistic tastes change, you kind of need to know that. That's one of the things I would say personally I enjoyed about Bournemouth. Was that it wasn't just here's a camera, here's how to do a white balance, here's how to do this, but it was stuff about the industry. We learnt about classical music, we learnt about Nouvelle Vague, and the sort of wave of new cinema in the 60s. We learnt about all these different things, and what it did is it meant that you had a spectrum. Because they don't have any idea, are you going to be a camera assistant, are you going to be a director, are you going to be an executive producer for BBC Three? They don't know. And so a lot of the requisite skills, some of them you kind of resonate with, and some you kind of, okay, interesting. But whatever you resonate with, it's important to sort of take it. But even the things you don't, having a working knowledge. So say if you end up becoming a production assistant on a BBC drama, understanding that, hey, high definition television, or the fact that the way iPlayer broadcast is different. Having some working knowledge, you might find it ends up kind of helping you in something that you feel is unrelated. Everything's quite connected, if you work in animation, you think, oh, well, I just do, compositing and rotoscoping, and that's my life. Understanding that, 2 or 3 of the big studios have just shut their animation departments and their CG departments and what's going on is important. So you understand the relationship between animation and the business and how it's working, and that people going to India, and so you just being ahead of the game in terms of a lot of the politics can be very useful. Although it appears to be boring and irrelevant, it eventually hits you 2 or 3 years down the line. So just keeping an eye on the industry and what's going on can be incredibly helpful.
That's good. And as you've been speaking, there's a theme there about sort of taking the opportunities as they arise, and sort of maybe starting small or taking small steps, but being ready for that next step. I mean, at the same time, in your own career, Francis, was there kind of a big dream, a big kind of ambition you wanted to get to? And have you had opportunities so far in your career to reflect and say, yes, I've achieved what I set out to, or started to achieve what I set out to do?
Yeah, I mean, when I first graduated in 2006, many moons ago, I had done a short, quite an 8-month traineeship at the BBC before I started, and so I thought, well, a lot of people, a lot of my contemporaries were like, let's get work, but a lot were just chilling out in summer, April, May, June, and I was like, I don't know, I need to get cracking. The BBC were doing these traineeships in Manchester. It was in camera or costume and wigs or something else, and I thought, okay, camera. I can get on a film set, I can hear how professional directors talk to the actors, how they talk to the camera, how they think, right, on a day-to-day, right next to them, and I can sort of learn. And so I thought, I'll do that. Applied for one, didn't get it. Applied for another one straight away, got it. I had to move pretty much. I handed my dissertation in, was like, I really want to stay out, hang out here, chill out with my friends, but that's it, I'm off. And so I didn't necessarily, I knew I wanted to be a film director, but I didn't necessarily have a heavily defined path. I just knew that being on a film set or television set was of value. For some people who are, animation or different things, being in a working, 200 computer animation floor, just being there, you could be doing coffee with it. It's teaching you, okay, how does when the director comes in, how does he speak to them, and how is the work divided now? Obviously, we're getting a lot of test runs, and a lot of us know, if you're doing television, you've been in the kind of mock studio, you do have a work. It's not alien to you, but hearing how the professionals do it is really of value. And so I did that. And then from there, it became quite alchemistic. It was just a case of taking more opportunities as they came along. Another TV show, I said, right, I want to do that. Then I went to Europe, did a sort of Kodak summer school, won a few awards. Now, what was interesting is I realized that because I wanted to direct, there was a bit of a fork. I'd done about 5 or 6 shows in that kind of camera department type role. And I had to make a bit of a jump because I hadn't directed for a while. And so I had to stop taking those camera roles and start doing music videos and short films. So financially, that was a bit of a hit. And doing corporates, for example, and sort of more short, here's 10,000 or here's 5,000, make us a little promo for our, whatever new company. It's not as glamorous as working for BBC, but it was directing. And I had to sort of forge a bit of a new path. So there was a lot of value in being a camera assistant and camera trainee and that sort of thing. And I rose very quickly. As I said, there was 2 or 3 jobs where I was given second unit responsibility as a DP. It was nuts. There was a TV show called Criminal Justice, and I ended up being given the main camera, all the lenses, and being sent off with the second unit to direct basically my own little piece of CCTV stuff and also nice footage of planes and things. It was amazing. So I'd shown aptitude. This guy seems to sort of get it. But I had to make so you might find in your careers that you have to do the same thing. Like you kind of go, okay, I've done this thing and I've been on the film set or I've been on the animation set and I've learned that. But what I want to do is coding. What I want to do is rotoscoping. What I want to do is pure animation. And you may find you have to come out of that world for a bit and do some of that in a less glamorous setting in order to build up profile, but in order to test run it yourself. And so that can be a key thing. And then obviously from that, managed to get sort of bigger gigs, got an agent, was able to do some television, whilst I had attached myself to 2 film producers and fought to get on that job as a director. So yeah, there's that switch that you might have to do is something that you may find is the case.
Thank you. That's really useful advice. Just to close really this segment, changing tangent slightly, but there's a theme to this event around resilience, and recognising that our class of 2020 have finished their university experience and graduated at an unusual time. Was interested in your own reflections on building resilience in the industry, because as much as there have been knocks so far, we're sure there are further knocks to come when you get out into the working world. So maybe something from your own career, a lesson that you can draw on in terms of building resilience and overcoming a barrier.
Yeah, in terms of how to build resilience, I mean, you need resilience. There are, when I did the course, the ATV course, there were 48 of us, and I think 1 or 2 dropped out, so it ended up being 46. There were 2,000 applicants, 1,900 something applicants for those 48 places. That was 2002 or 3 when I first, signed on. And, at that point, and now still the case, Bournemouth is like, oh, Bournemouth, you're going to Bournemouth, come this way. There was a bit, you heard that, and then you would get, I graduated and I was like, oh, it's actually true. Like, or, here's some woman who was in the 2002, you would meet people who are graduates and sort of get involved. Now, that's expanded. The course that you're on probably doesn't have just 48 students on. It's been subdivided because there's so much more hunger and appetite for the course, and it's much more specific, it's much more tailored to whatever it is that you've wanted to do. And so there's just probably many more times, maybe twice as many people. Now, I feel that it's not a competition. It's not actually, you're not competing against other people from other universities, and yet collaboration actually is one interesting thing. Getting together with people, and rather than saying, hey, I've got to sort of keep all these contacts to myself, or going, hey, I didn't get this job at Working Title or ILM or whatever, but this person's his email is really cool, and maybe contact them and get this and that and that. It didn't work out, and then they go, oh great, and actually I know this. That is important. If you were studying art, you would not hide all your paintings or hide all your work and say, no, you would go, oh, you use chalk. Oh, I love the way you use chalk and charcoal. Oh wow, and you use sculpture. I love the way you've done it, right? Because the dissemination and the transference of ideas begets itself. It's an ever-increasing spiral. When you become combative and kind of competitive, it's very counterproductive. So that's one thing I feel. You see a lot of people in the industry who are very much, this is my contacts and my space and my thing. It doesn't really work, and they end up getting stuck because they don't have the connections to expand when they need to, because they're so kind of tribal. So I would say that's one thing. And when you feel a bit down and feel a bit low, you can connect, share, and have people who like sharing, and have that little cabal of people. This never give up spirit. If you're trying to get a specific, maybe you're trying to get into a production company like Working Title or Industrial Light and Magic, and you think I'm struggling, just start thinking outside the box. So there might be an email of one person who has not replied or has said, I'm sorry, we don't have anyone at this moment. Don't give up. Try another company, or stick with that company and think about what else you could do in terms of getting there. When you're financing a film, there's many ways to skin a cat, and you have to learn that if one person says no, there are a lot of other types of ways that you can raise finance, and that constant never give upism is incredibly important. From financing a film to just trying to get an internship somewhere. So lateral thinking can be helpful, and that's where I think building up a base is kind of incredibly helpful. That's not really asked the question, but
it's great. I really like that, the kind of flipping of the competitive to the collaborative, and just a different perspective really on kind of how you're approaching situations to get to the same end goal is a really good piece of advice. Well, that's a good place to finish, I think. Francis, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us today, and for sharing those words to our new graduates. We really appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Catch up again soon. Thank you.
Bye.
Announcing the Vice-Chancellor Prize for Outstanding Personal Achievement.
Thank you. Francis talked a lot then about resilience, and it's a nice segue into my presentation of the prize for outstanding personal achievement. This prize is awarded to a student who demonstrated outstanding perseverance and achievement in their studies. The winner has overcome adversity to graduate with one of the highest marks for script writing for film and television this year, and has embraced every opportunity along the way. And the winner is Kelsey Galpin. Very many congratulations. Now, for all of you, this is your moment, so please clap and cheer and turn on your camera so we can see you on the screen.
You take a little bow, Kelsey.
Yeah.
Gang. Oh, gang, yeah, there we go.
Let's get ready. Get ready for round eight.
Gang.
Oh, it's us again. Yeah. Let's go.
A big well done to you all. Now step out into the world and use your new skills and knowledge to make the world a better place.
Congratulations everybody, it's been a tough one this year, so well done for getting through it. Enjoy your day and keep in touch.
Congratulations on graduating BA scriptwriters and other students in the media production department. I cannot wait to see, hear and read the amazing things you are going to create in the future. Well done, everyone.
Hi everyone, I just want to say massive congratulations. Last year was not an easy year, so for you all to produce the quality of work that you did, given the circumstances, it's absolutely amazing. I hope you're all really proud of yourself. From a personal point of view, I thoroughly enjoyed working with you all, and I can't wait to see what you do in the future.
Congratulations everyone on your graduation. It was so wonderful to work with you guys. Thank you for making my first year at Bournemouth so engaging. I loved all of your projects and working with you guys on them. Good luck with everything, good luck with the future. Well done for holding it together despite ending on a pandemic, and good luck with everything.
Hello MA directing students. I just want to say well done for all that great work you did last year. It was lovely meeting you all and working with you. And I hope that your time with BU will be remembered with great fondness in the weeks and years to come. If there's one word I would want to seed with you to take into the future, it would be to cultivate tenacity. Tenacity to get the work you want and to, make the career and the life you want. So take good care. Bye for now. Well done again.
Hi guys. Congratulations. All the best.
Congratulations on your graduation. You have been absolutely brilliant. You've had to deal with so many challenges this year, and yet it proves that you have what it takes to be successful in your chosen field. So on behalf of all the team at BU, I'd like to wish you every success in your future career. Please take care and keep in touch. Bye.
Hello, BATV class of 2020, coming to you live from the garden. I hope you have a good ceremony and that you all go on to do wonderful things. I think the resilience you'll have built up, coupled with your creativity and motivation, is going to stand you in great stead. So good luck and stay in touch.
Congratulations, I wish you all the best. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. As a former student, I can definitely agree that 2020 was the toughest academic year one could have ever experienced. But you did it because you are here, and we are here to celebrate you and to congratulate you, and we know that you are going to achieve so much more in the future.
Congratulations to you all from the Subu Student Opportunities team.
Hello fab people. I'd like to say to you, congratulations, you have graduated. I can imagine that 3 and a bit odd years ago that seemed like a very distant thing to be saying, but you did it. You're ready, you've done some amazing things, you're going to be doing some more amazing things. I've got an array of things to help celebrate this with you. Here we go, here's my maracas. Congratulations maracas. Here's my tambourine. Carol, congratulations Vuvuzela. Hope that overloaded the speakers. And last but not least, so congratulations Triangle. There we go, isn't that nice? There you go, so congratulations.
We hope it's not too long before we can actually see you in person.
And I just wanted to say what a pleasure it's been to have known you and to have worked with you, especially during those last difficult months at Bournemouth University.
Yeah, I think you're an extra special year group because of everything you've had to deal with this year. And you've really proved yourselves by turning around your grad projects so well and so quickly.
So all the best for the future.
All the best from me too, and the rest of the programme team. Good luck.
And good luck from me.
Hi, we're having a virtual seminar, and Academic Teddy and Good Luck Teddy wish you all the best with your degree. So, congratulations!
Yay!
Congratulations!
Introducing Executive Dean for the Faculty of Media and Communication, Professor Einar Thorsen.
We are now nearing the end of our celebration, and we hope it's given you a sense of renewed pride in how much you have achieved during your time at BU. We look forward to celebrating again soon in person when we are all able to do so safely. And in the meantime, Take what you learned and use it to make a difference to your life and the life of others. Be confident and a catalyst for change. And do please stay and mingle virtually with friends and colleagues. Please stay safe, and we look forward to seeing you again soon, and congratulations.